From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Hi, and good morning. Welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show. Hello, Chef Michael.
Sweetheart of mine, I miss you so. Sweetheart of mine, you will never know. What's wrong with your microphone, sweetheart?
I don't know. It's like all flopping around here.
Okay.
I can't get it.
You got it? All right.
There we go.
You got it,
hello,
sweet. All right.
hello,
Good morning,
hello.
everybody in Radio Land. And I'm back. I hope your Father's Day was nice. I had a wonderful Father's Day. We had a great dinner at the house. We had Jimmy, the great Jimmy Melodora came for dinner.
I know, and my dad came.
My father-in-law, yeah.
And they've known each other since 1963 when we
Unreal.
first came to Las Vegas.
And that was a blessing.
I know. And also, I want to give a shout out to the girls, or the guys too, that are playing at Canyon Gate Country Club, because they'll be listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show from the Grassos.
Oh,
on
the Grassos
17th
house,
hole.
the Grassos. They're very dear friends. They're millionaires, the Grassos.
I know.
You know, it's funny. Evan Davis, I know you're listening there. Take your yarmulke off and pay attention, because he prays every day, which I love him. Wednesday night, guess who's performing at the West Wing?
Who?
Sandy Kastel.
Me?
And Chef Michael on drums.
Michael
and I got
Leonetti?
Penny Prince. I got the kid coming in.
All
I got the
right,
great
all right.
Penny Prince.
Giddy, all right.
And he's coming in to do a little spot because we're going to do a comp. Hey, I think that's my cousins and aunts that are out there.
And Craig is going to be
Craig,
performing.
no, he's not. Craig,
Oh.
He got laryngitis.
He got laryngitis.
Yeah, when I said,
Oh,
he said,
my
can I play with a
gosh.
track? I says, no, you got to get out there. You know, it's funny with the entertainers here, because one thing about the West Wing, this is the last real jazz room in Vegas, okay? And the nice thing about this, by going there, we give you, and having dinner, we give you complimentary show tickets. You know, we were there on Friday night, and then Saturday night we had Pascal.
That's right.
What's her last
Saturday
name?
night, Pascal Elia.
Pascal Elia.
Pascal.
Pascal Elia. And I had a reservation for Tim. And
he didn't show up.
Well, he's seen a bunch of white people. He got scared.
Actually,
That'll happen.
hey.
And
We
he
have
says,
a wide variety of
you know-
cultures there at the West Wing
Tell
Cigar Bar,
Tim-
so don't be that way.
Oh, man, listen, everybody in Radio Land knows that wacky Chef Michael.
That's for sure.
Tell Tim we were honored and blessed to have the Temptations, the guys from that whole
Yeah,
gang,
the
John,
tribute to
came
the
down.
Temptations, yes.
And guess who they brought?
Yeah.
The president. The president. Tell him, Sam, of who?
Oh, you're talking about who came after? Yeah,
Yes,
that's right.
tell
The
him.
president of the Civil Rights,
Civil Rights.
Organization in Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Yes,
He was
yes.
the president, and he came down,
Yeah.
and he got up and sang, which was funny,
He
because it was
did.
kind of, he goes, love is for the way you look at me. He was lousy, but, you know. But,
He was not.
no, he was great. He was great. So, anyway, good morning to everybody. And remember, it's 731-1230. That's 731-1230. You make a phone call. You can call me, and we give you the free show tickets. And I want everybody to come down at the West Wing to see us. We'll be there Wednesday, Friday with David DaCosta, the phenomenal DaCosta, and Saturday, which was really great because it's a great room. You could, the food is great. The cigars are fantastic. And one thing about this place is amazing is that you don't smell it because they have these units that they put on the roof.
Yeah, it's really good.
You know what I mean? Your eyes don't burn.
Well, they have
and-
8 of them. They have 8 machines that suck the cigar smoke up out
Right.
of the room.
Well, what happened is
You
I
know,
had a
I mean,
wig
there's a
and
little
it
bit
sucked
of
my
it, but
wig right
still.
off. Oh, you find that funny, Penny?
I do.
You
Go
didn't
there and
have
wash my
You
tires.
didn't have it pasted up.
Shut up,
just
Tim.
got here and he's already
I'll
putting me
punch
to
you
work.
right in your nose, Tim. Okay, honey, I'm turning it over to you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
we are Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show here every Monday through Friday with Chef Michael. And we're on KLAV 1230 a.m. on your dial, which you know if you're listening right now, or if you are on your app, which you can get at www.klav1230am.com. You can just go right from your phone. You can go there and get your app, and that way you can listen to us anywhere you travel. Which I know Dr. Perry and
Dr. Perry's
Diana,
listening.
that's what they do. They listen on their app.
Right.
And then also we have some friends out in New York. Who's it? Vince? Vinny?
Vinny, hi, Vinny.
Yeah,
how
he's
you
the one
doing,
that challenged
buddy?
you to the meatball cook-off.
He's down at the track right now, dropping about 200,000. Did you know the Grassos?
The Grassos, yes.
They, for my birthday, John, they hired valet.
Yes, they
They
did.
did Valley Park. Well, we got
Yeah.
100 people. How many of them?
I know. And even though that'll probably just be about 50 cars, it's still quite a lot of cars. And this
Honey,
way
that
they
was
can
just
drive
my
up.
friends. We didn't talk about Lisa Grosso.
They can drive
and her
right up to the
billionaire
park to the
friends.
driveway, and then the valet can take their cars and park them,
Yes,
and then
'cause
they can just walk right in.
We live in Canyon Gate. You know what I mean? It's a trailer park community, and we go in, and it'll be nice because they can drive right up to the house, and everybody's invited except Tim Bowman.
Well, Michael,
But,
we've got a lot of great guests today. We've got Amy Kardashian. She's the author of Tears of Hope. And also Stephanie Thompson, who is a wonderful singer and songwriter. We also have Penny Prince. And I see we have an extra face here. Gracie, this is Gracie. Well, you said in your email, you said that you were going to send Penny, and so I didn't know if you were going to be here or not.
Give the mic to him instead of me, but if you have to, all of you.
Well, that's okay. I'm glad you joined us. Yeah. So Penny Prince is a great comedian and impersonator, and it's so good to have you here. Hi, Penny. How you doing?
Well, it's good to be here right now. With all your listeners listening to me right now doing my Christopher Walken. Wow, that just got nothing right there. Nothing.
Well,
no crickets, no nothing.
We thought you guys
Just
you were going to
stares.
keep. We thought you were going to keep going.
That was one of the best Christopher Walken, seriously, I ever heard from a black guy. That was
Wow, thank you.
It was great.
Thank you.
Well, remember, you can get a chance to see
I
Penny
did
Prince
that for Gracie.
Wednesday, honey. He's going to be there. We're doing a
Great,
special.
good.
I'm buying the kid dinner. We're going to
Oh,
film
my
about
gosh.
7,000, and he's going to come out there and have a great
And if
time.
you're in the audience, don't be quiet, just like how it was in the audience, but just in the studio right now. That would be kind of awkward.
Well, we've got a lot of great sponsors too. We got Smith's Food King or Food and Drug. We still call them Food King because we're so used to it because I
Yes.
grew up with Smith's Food King, and they're right there on Sahara and Durango. And then we also have Royal Cleaners, which is Durango and Flamingo. We have the
Yes.
West Wing Cigar Lounge, which is on Durango also,
to do a
just south
commercial.
of Flamingo. I know we got to do a commercial for them today. And let's see, we have Doctor. We don't have any doctors, do we? Do we have a doctor? No, we have.
Yeah,
we
the
have
brain
two
surgeon, Dr.
Two
Perry.
attorneys. We have Tony May, who's great for bankruptcy and a lot of other things. And then we've also got Byron Mills of Mills & Mills, who's a great divorce attorney.
Yeah. Sure.
And we've also got George Stewart for insurance. You don't have to die to collect.
He's a nice guy. I like
Yeah.
George. He's a very humble guy. People need to call him.
Whose phone keeps going off?
I just
Michael,
shut my phone.
can't you
I'm
figure
sorry.
out how to turn that darn
I
thing
don't know how
off?
to turn this thing
Well,
off.
then you're going to have to put it in the hallway, honey, because
Yes,
we just
dear.
can't have them going off.
Yes, darling. Mannaggia America quando la stasera tutta
So,
cose.
as always, Monday through Friday, we all. Oh, wait. There's somebody sitting in the background
Who
here,
is it?
and he's
Who is that
hiding.
guy?
It's John Stewart.
We love John.
Morning, Sandy.
John,
Hi,
where
how you
were
doing?
this weekend? Sandy
Father's
and I,
Day,
What
yeah.
the hell happened to you?
He was celebrating Father's Day with his family.
Not only that, one of our best friends died on Friday evening.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Early
Oh,
Friday evening.
I'm sorry.
And so all Friday and Saturday and so forth, we were putting things together. And then Sunday it was Father's Day. And I just found out I'm a father of 6 kids. I didn't know that. I'd been married.
We went to, Palm, we
I
just
thought I
got
was their younger brother.
Palm Mortuary. Did it with, most people get laid out at Palm Mortuary because I said to Sandy, when I die, just cremate me and throw me over the Riviera Hotel. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, I thought you just said, wrap me up and throw me over the.
No, I mean,
So you want to go like they're all your family.
And the Palm Mortuary says Palm Mortuary Funeral Directing, the last people to let you down. They're really.
But you know what? But I don't know if I have a rug big enough. You know.
Right.
So. Anyway, we've also got Misha. Hi, Misha, you're back. Good to see you. She's filming us. And
Hi,
then we've got
Misha.
Tim Bowman on the engineer board. On the board. Yes.
Brother. Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael, what recipe do you have for us today? I mean, you made some great dishes last night.
Oh,
Do you
my
want to
God.
share? What about that chicken dish that you made? That was so good with the
You know,
potatoes.
it's really great. It's called
Yeah.
chicken la grasso. No, I'm teasing with you.
Well, it
it's
may
called
be.
It's called chicken lemon. It's a French dish. It's
Lemon.
really- let me tell you what you do. You go to Smith Food King naturally.
Of
See,
course.
I'm talking to my guest. Now, the camera, once you watch this on TV, you're going to get the back of my head,
Well,
and I
talk
shave
to
my
the
mustache
camera a
off.
little
I
bit.
want you to know.
You can
John
talk to
said-
the camera a little bit. We don't
she
mind.
said off. So
Yeah.
when she said off, it's off.
Well, I wasn't the only one. You know, he's got such an adorable face, Johnny.
I'm
you
so
know.
pretty.
And all the girls that were there on Friday night said, "What is that? what's growing on his face? They said it covers up your adorable face. So
Thank you
it
for
was,
much.
it was a
Thank you for
vote.
loving me so much, Sandy. I really mean that. Can I have my credit card back, please?
When you have one like mine, you do the best you can to cover it.
Yeah. Michael, out in the hall.
Okay.
Out in the hall.
John, do
with
me
the
a favor.
phone.
Put
Yes,
that in.
thank you very
John.
much. Yeah, give it to
Thank you,
John
John.
Lindquist over
He has
there.
like
Yeah.
8 phones.
What's that? Well, I got more. Okay, this is what you do, everybody.
You have more phones than a hip hop rapper. Like, what is going on?
This kid's going to be good. I'm glad I hired him. Okay, this is how you make it. Now, ladies and
Thanks,
gentlemen, what
Kelly.
you do is this. This is a very simple dish. Please get your paper and your pencil out and listen carefully. All right? Now, you go to Smith Food King and you get chicken thighs. They're about $7.89. You get about 8 to 10 of them in a package. You get yourself a roasting pan. Take out the chicken. Always wash the chicken. A lot of people don't do that. They take it right out of the package.
Oh, I wash it.
Well, what I do is
Yeah.
I go down to Turbo Herbs and I send it through a little box and they have the. No, I'm teasing you. So what you do is you get your beautiful chicken and you put it in your pan. Now, Tim, you paying attention? You get 5 potatoes and you cut them and you quarter them. You cut them in half and then you cut them again. So you get 4 pieces and you stick them in between the thighs. Then you add sherry wine if you have it, or white wine if you have it. Here's the key. Lemon pepper, not lemon juice, not fresh lemon, lemon pepper. You pour that over there, what I would say about 3 tablespoons of lemon pepper, granulated garlic, parsley, salt, black pepper. Not done yet. Now you come to chicken, you get the chicken juice. Could be the chicken broth or the chicken bouillon, and you add a minimum of a half a quart of that, 2 cups of the wine that you chose. In the oven, 325 degrees for 4 hours. Uncover it for another hour. Ladies and gentlemen, listen carefully. The bone will disintegrate. It will come right off that meat, and the tenderness of that chicken. Dr. Perry went out of his mind last night. It is absolutely exquisite. It's called chicken Galino Lemon.
Well, you know, I
Okay.
waited a little too long last night, and by the time I went to get a piece of chicken, there was just a few little pieces, you know, there with all the potatoes.
Yes.
And but even that little bit was just amazing. But I also love the escarole. What do you call that? And beans.
Escarole and beans. I'm on
Escarole
Esther.
and beans.
Yeah,
And
that was
so
great.
I got a chance to really eat that because usually I start with something else. And then the meatballs with the peppers. Oh my gosh!
Well,
it was
that's
so
another
good.
recipe. That's
Yeah.
for tomorrow. But
and
for
then our
that,
friends brought the desserts. We
The
had the
desserts were
Italian
tiramisu,
cream
and we had all
cake,
kinds
and
of
then
stuff.
we have this German chocolate. Oh my gosh,
God,
it was just
great.
you know.
And it was a wonderful.
I
thank
know,
you.
I know. You're making you hungry right now.
Yeah. And thank-
And we just had our breakfast.
You know, John, I said to Sandy, I said, maybe one Saturday at the West Wing, because since it's a restaurant, I'll put out a Chef Michael menu.
You better talk to Amy about that first.
Amy loves me. She'll make
Oh,
me do
I
anything
know.
I want. If worst comes to worst, we'll just buy the place and turn it into a pizzeria.
And you know, the staff is great over there too, Michael.
They are.
You know, they're
from,
really they're adorable. They're from Russia.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
The girls are from
Oh,
Russia.
the girls
yes,
are
they
from-
are.
yes.
The staff.
From Russia
yeah.
with la
Yeah,
la
and they're
la
absolutely adorable. And you know what?
Back
If you're
my
just
rope.
tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show here with Chef Michael on Monday through Friday. And we're going to take a short pause for our sponsors.
Call
we'll be
me,
right back
everybody.
with our
I'm
wonderful
waiting.
guests.
Call me, get out of the bathroom and call me.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends. I'm trying to put on my new headphones here because my other ones weren't working very well. I understand we have somebody calling in. Hello?
Hello, is
Is-
this Sandy?
Yeah, is this Robert?
Robert Gordy Jr.
How are
doing?
you? Oh my gosh, it's good to hear from you.
That blood was shaking.
I just had to call you and Chef Michael and tell you how much fun we had Thursday morning with you and also Friday evening at the West Wing Cigar Lounge.
Well, thank you. And you
Thank
know,
you.
Thursday night, of course, we came out to watch the tribute to the Temptations, and you had all those great performers leading up to the show that we saw, and it was great. And then, of course, seeing you again Friday night at the West Wing Bar was really great.
We had a great time.
Absolutely.
You know, when you left, Mr. Gordy, we had the president of the
Civil rights.
Civil rights
yes.
came, and I said, man, I thought I was in trouble because, I'm always joking around.
Yeah,
on
he
the air.
came right after you guys left.
Right.
And
Eddie
then-
Jones Jr.
Eddie,
Yes.
yes, and he had Al Sharpton with him, and I said, Al, how you doing, buddy? He said. but we had a great time. You got to come back, man. You got to come back Wednesday night. Me and Sandy are going to be there this Wednesday, and I got a young brother here. He's a comedian. We're giving him an opportunity. He just got bailed out of jail, and we're hoping that
Well, that's because he was doing what's that guy's name he was just doing?
he does Christopher.
Christopher.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's why.
Well, you know that Sammy Davis was a great impersonator, and back in the '60s, you know what I mean? It was such a novelty to see an African American guy doing James Cagney and all the acts that he did.
Yeah,
and I got to
right.
tell you, you're good, kid.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
You're
So,
good.
so Robert, Eddie got up and he sang also. He was up there and I introduced him to the crowd, and then he said, "Did you say sing a song?" And of course, he sang Yesterday, and then,
And I hate that song.
but he did a great job. And then David DaCosta was there, and he said, and Eddie was talking to David, and he said, so what's that song? That L is for the way you look at me. And then they started doing like this little duet, the two of them. And so it was really a lot of fun. So he.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and he and let's see, Melba
Toast.
Medra, right?
Medra.
Medra was with him. Did you?
Nedra?
Nedra, yeah. Do you know her? Yeah, you do, right?
Nedra with Eddie Jones Jr. came?
Yeah, she was
Right.
there too.
Okay, I think I may have met Nedra before.
Yeah,
And,
beautiful woman. And it was just so nice that they came and hung out a little bit with us, even though you guys had all gone. So
Yeah, well, I think we're going to try to come see you. It's going to be Wednesday at the West Wing.
perfect.
Yeah, I
Okay,
want you to
and
get
I'll
up.
bring,
Get the gang. We want you to do. I got a young black brother here. I'm serious. All jokes aside, not because he's black, but I'm serious. This kid is terrific. And I just said to him, because he's going to be at the Riviera, and I always like to give a break to somebody brand new. And
I don't think he's brand new. He's been doing this for a while.
Well, yeah.
But he's young.
Well, when I
he's
say brand
young,
new, I'm
Michael.
talking about
I mean,
brand
just because
new
he's
to-
younger than you are, he's
listen,
been doing
we got
this.
90,000 listeners. How many of these people to get a chance to go out? But I'm telling you, the few minutes I spent with this kid, he had me cracking up. And
Oh, I
I'm
know.
very difficult. And Tim said, "You better get the young brother on."
His voice is a lot deeper than that.
No, Robert,
Yeah.
Brooks came back and Talmage came back also the next night, Saturday, and they saw this wonderful singer, Pascal Elia, and Michael was playing drums with her, and of course Spider was on bass. So it was really, really great.
How about
We
the
had a
piano
good time.
player?
And the piano player, yeah, Kojo was there.
Kojo was incredible.
Oh,
Homeless
it
guy.
was so fantastic. I love Chef Michaels on the drums. He's phenomenal. And also David DaCosta was fantastic. And the young lady that, with us, Monique Brewster,
Yes,
she
yes.
definitely wants to come back, and we'll come back Wednesday and maybe Friday. And David DaCosta wants to do a duet with her, so we want to see and have that happen also.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
great,
and
yeah.
you know what? It was so cute because I asked her. I said, "Do you want to sing a song?" She goes, "Oh, I'm not dressed. I'm not dressed." And I saw her the night before, and
She
she
was
was dressed up.
beautiful.
She was
She
decked to
looked
the nines,
great. She looked
and she
great.
looked stunning even Friday night when she came in. She said, "Oh no, honey, I want to put on a dress." I said, "I know you want to put some bling on."
Well, my brother, we thank you for calling, and I can't wait to see you, my man. And we're
Thank
going to
you
have
so
a great
much, Chef
time. We got to
Michael.
integrate
I
that
love
joint.
you both. I enjoyed your show, and we had a great time on
Thank you.
Thursday and Friday night.
And we
So
got to give a
look
shout out
forward
to
to seeing
Sherry,
you.
Sherry Gordy.
Yes,
she-
Sherry. We gotta bring
Absolutely.
Sherry
I
here.
want to give a shout out to Sherry Gordy and her whole crew, Lillian and Carrie at Sherry Gordy Presents.
That's right.
Everybody, please come out Thursday night.
That's at the Fiesta.
Rancho
That's
Club
right.
Tequila for the Motown and More show. Take the stage, and Sandy, we might have to have you and Chef Michaels come up on stage there too, because it's a great show.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love it.
baby.
I love it.
I hope
Well,
they
thank
know
you so
anything
much,
that's
Robert.
swinging, man.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
don't do
Robert.
Motown. But I get out
We're
there and
gonna
I
get you
groove.
to do all kind of things. We'll get you to do all kind of things.
But he's
And,
got soul.
Look forward to see me and also Monique Brewster on Wednesday night and Thursday night.
Okay, we'll see you
got it.
then.
See you then.
Okay,
Thank you,
thanks
brother.
a lot.
I love that guy. He's a great kid. Could I give a quick shout out, Sam, with your
Sure,
permission?
sure.
Our camera lady is one of the best.
Misha.
Misha. Your mother's listening. Mom, you're making eyes at me. Mom, you're so nice to me. What's her name? Cynthia, I want you to know your daughter's doing a phenomenal job, and she's got a tremendous crush on the
Engineer.
The engineer here, and he's got a hell of a train. You love this guy's one of the best. He's a nice kid, Tim Bowman, and I wish you lots of luck and a bunch of kids. I didn't know you were a grandmother of 20, but I think that's great. So I just want to give you a shout out because your daughter says, if you don't mention my mother, Michael, I'm going to take you out of the focus of the
That's
camera.
right.
So good luck to you. Go ahead, Sandy. I'm sorry. I'm
That's
having
okay.
fun.
That's okay. I just wanted to say, so Penny, I know that Gracie, you sent us all this information about him, and you said, well, he's the one I'm going to have do all the talking because he can talk a lot more than I can or has a lot more to share. But I saw a lot of photos that you had that you sent to me with a lot of different people in there. So I think you've been...
Most of them were naked.
You've been... No. No, she was with a lot of different performers.
Yeah.
So Gracie, I got to, you're sitting here, and I'm not sure I'm going to pronounce your name correctly. Wait, where is it? I want to make sure is it Full James?
Full James. Perfect.
Full James, just
Perfect.
like it looks.
An
Okay.
Italian girl named Full James. I'll be real quick.
Okay.
Basically, I started out as an agent for tribute artists and agent lookalikes and all of that.
Uh-huh.
So I ended up opening up a small agency here in Las Vegas through my friend Jim Spicer, who had an agency in Phoenix.
And what's the name of it?
Crooners.
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 Oh, I love
he
that.
was a Frank Sinatra impersonator at the time, wanted them to make more money, so he grouped them all together in Phoenix and started his little thing. Well, after I had that going on, a nice guy named Bill DeLoach approached me. Said,
yes.
heard you're honest. I guess that's a big thing in Vegas. Heard you're honest. I want you to see this clip. He showed me this outrageous video of his show he envisioned called Echoes of the 60s. And I just dropped my jaw, called my husband, who has been retired for years from finance. So we have to put this show on.
Oh,
so I had to
great.
drop all the people I was handling,
Representing,
and I
yeah.
felt very badly about that actually, because it's like family. But we put on the show at Planet Hollywood, and it lasted at the V Theater, and it lasted for almost a year, and we ran out of money. But we were called the best show to close in Las Vegas by Johnny Katz of the Sun. So there you have it. But and I got involved with Jerry the Mentalist now, and I'm working with him.
Oh, good.
And how I know Penny is Sin City Comedy used to follow our show, and Jerry show The Mentalist was before us, so we all became sort of roommates and friends, sharing the green room and dressing rooms. And Penny was the host of Sin City Comedy.
Oh, that's
and
great.
that's how we got a hold of this guy, and he makes me.
So Penny,
I'm the one who laughs out loud in the audience the best for him.
thank you. So Penny, where are you going to be performing next? First of all, I want to start off with that.
Actually, I forgot about it. I have a show tonight over at the Ainsworth at the Hard Rock, which is starts at midnight. So I have that show, and then Wednesday.
You'll be with Sandy Kastel and Mike Leonetti. I got a bunch of Goombas there that'll be there. And they'll be watching. And we
They're
got
gonna
Frankie the
love you.
Wrench, Joey Mozzarelli, Muscles Marinara.
Joe Pesci's gonna be there, and he's gonna tell me, "Look, if you don't do what I think that you're supposed to do, I'm gonna come out there in our audience. I'm gonna crack you in the head."
See, now, the pressure's on.
You better watch it. I was just watching that show, The Goodfellas, the other night. and
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching it too.
He's a little too friendly with that gun.
Yeah, he is. He is.
He really is.
Yeah.
So who else do you do? Give us a couple samples. I want to hear.
Wow. Really, just name some people.
Oh,
Just
come on.
Well, I mean, you meant Michael mentioned.
do Michael Leonetti.
Well, that's hard.
Yeah, that's difficult. I can't do that right now. But
He mentioned Sammy Davis Jr. I do a little bit of Sammy Babe,
let's see. Chris Rock is my favorite. I love doing Chris Rock. On the cartoon side, I love doing cartoon characters.
Yeah.
So I do Winnie the Pooh. Oh dear. Oh bother.
Mickey Mouse. Hiya, pal. Wow.
This is like random people, and yeah.
Well,
and
they-
for a black guy to do it is
Yes.
is pretty strange.
Well, so who was your major influence?
Growing up, it's Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle and Mel Blanc.
That's a good
You know,
good
for
group
those
of
that
people
don't
to
know
be.
who
Yeah.
Mel Blanc is out there.
I know who Mel Blanc
Well,
is.
for those who don't know
Yeah,
in
go
Radio
ahead.
Land, the 90,000 listeners in the
Yeah.
Grossos.
The grass.
Mel Blanc was the voice of a lot of the characters, Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny, Marvin the Martian, Daffy Duck. I can do all of them, you know.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Well, you
up,
know what?
Doc?
If you're just tuning in right now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. We're here
right.
Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And we have a wonderful cast here. We've got Stephanie Thompson. She's a wonderful singer and songwriter. In fact, we're going to talk about the song that she wrote called Rise Above that tells the life story of Amy Kardashian. And then Amy Kardashian, of course, is here too, and she wrote the book The Tears of Hope. We're going to hear more from them in a little bit. Okay, we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
Don't touch that tile, lady. Don't touch that tile.
I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat the human race. Tears of hope, the people. Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. That was Stephanie Thompson and the new video that's been out, and that's called Rise Above. And that is a video talking about the life of Amy Kardashian, who's here in the show, in the studio with us. And Stephanie, I know we haven't talked to Amy yet, but tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Amy and how this came about that you wrote this song and did this video with her.
Well, first of all, I would like, Amy is so modest that maybe she doesn't say this a lot, but she totally collaborated with me on the song and wrote it with me. So I don't want any misunderstanding about that. I could not have done this song without Amy's help. I went to one of Amy's seminars. She had a seminar going on back in October of 2011, I think, yes.
Yeah.
And I was going through a hard time just personally. I had a few setbacks, things going on, and I was feeling a little lost. And I went to Amy's seminar, and it totally changed my life. Like within that afternoon, and after having a coffee with her and reading her book, I was convinced that I needed this woman in my life, and she started to coach me, and my life started transforming in amazing and wonderful ways. I cannot say enough good things about Amy Kardashian.
Yes, I agree. Yay! No, it's,
The crowd's going wild.
and seriously, I can back up what she's saying, what Stephanie is saying, because I met Amy. She became a member. Well, actually, she was an author in the Life Choices books, and I think that's how we met originally. Yeah. And then she became a WEMA member, and then, of course, Stephanie became a WEMA member. And I went to Amy's workshops also, and she's been doing something called Empowering Souls International. Yeah. That's one of your organizations. Mm-hmm. And she's very inspirational, and she gives hope to a lot of people. She had a lot of tragedy in her life when she was very young, at the age of 12, I believe you were, when she was, I guess the Lebanese war had just broken out, the Civil War, and she was talking with her brother, and he was in the kitchen. I remember she said she turned around, and she had just been talking to her, and he had just told her how she should follow her heart and do her passion. And she turned around and went to the other room, living room, and turned around, and the missile came through her kitchen, and her brother was gone. That's pretty powerful. And out of that, she has turned that tragedy into something powerful, and she shared her story with people around the world. Your book has been written in many different languages.
We're
Yeah.
working on different
Oh, no,
languages
you were
right
working on
now.
it. Okay.
Yeah, we're working on it. And it's about giving people hope and let them know that things happen in life and there is reason for everything. It's just how you recognize it and turn around into positive.
Right.
We go through some hard time, and I lived 13 years through the Lebanese Civil War.
Yeah.
I got married at 14, 3 days after my 14th birthday, where my family couldn't feed me and take care of
Sure.
me. And I was I was a mother at 15, a single mother, still teenager. I had to live in the war and raise my daughter. No education, fourth grade education, and went through so many escape death so many times.
Right.
But then I came to United States where in 1988, and I saw the opportunity here where there is where a person, a girl or a woman can write a book having only fourth grade education.
That's right.
That wouldn't happen anywhere else. So there is so much opportunity we have in this country that sometimes we don't even realize how good we have it over here.
We take it for granted.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
exactly. So even here when I came with no money, no education, no skill, and a daughter, 10-year-old daughter to raise. They call it couch homeless. I was that. I was making only $3 an hour, but survived. And many people told me, "You're not going to make it here. Sorry, but you don't have anything to offer. There is electricity, there's water, but you have to pay for those."
That's right.
So, but then I said, you know what? You don't know what I have. You know, I had my why. I needed to stay here to survive for my daughter and me, have a better life. So now I turned around and became a businesswoman. And then one day I was driving down on the freeway coming from a business meeting that went very well with a brand new car. And I'm like, wow, look where I was, where I am. Nobody believed I could stay. I survived the war. I raised my daughter. And now I'm a businesswoman. I was really crying from joy and happiness and opportunity. And then a voice came to me. Now it's your turn to turn around and help others. Pay it forward.
And you've
that's my
done
mission.
that with this book. And you've got a website. It's called stepintoyourlightnow.com.
.com. Yeah.
And so people can find out about your book there.
Yes.
And they can find out about your story.
Yes.
Yes. And you're also a great speaker, and you go around and you speak, but you do your classes, in inspirational classes like Stephanie was talking about. And how did you two hook up?
Well, after she came to my seminar,
But how'd you find out about it, Stephanie? How'd you find out about
It was through a friend.
a friend of
A
mine,
friend of hers.
Ah.
Yeah.
brother, and she didn't want to even be there. So the
No.
first 5 minutes, she's like, "Okay, what are you gonna teach me?
Prove it.
Why
Prove it.
I'm here? I don't want to be
Exactly.
here. I'm here just to be here." And then 5 minutes later, things were changed.
Well,
Okay, well, we have a caller. Yes, Chef
Yes,
Michael?
we have a WEMA event coming up this Saturday.
Yes.
Sure, we're
And-
gonna be there.
And it's going to be great. And I'm not going to put you on the spot, but we're going to we got a gang of people. I'm doing all the
Okay.
cooking. We got the Chaz Michaels trio. I ain't playing drums. I actually got a drummer to do it this
Okay.
time, so I could sing and have some fun. But I'm
Sure.
going to do all the cooking.
Okay.
And I would love for you to share your story because we have a lot of very important people, and
Yeah.
they're wonderful
Good.
people. And this is a way to get
That's
your
right.
story out. And we have
Thank
a
you.
caller. Who's calling? Who's calling?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes?
Who's this?
Hey, this is Evan Davis.
Hey, Rabbi, how are you? Nice to meet you.
Evan.
I'm fine, and the reason I'm calling is that I was sitting at my computer and I said, "Oh my God, it's already 9:30," and I went online to KLAV 12:30 a.m. live streaming,
Yes.
and I'm able to catch the radio show on my computer while I'm working.
So you
on
can
it.
see me
So-
right now?
No. We don't have it streaming live on there.
Could
do
you
we?
see me?
We have the voice, the audio streaming.
Right, the audio, yeah.
If you
And
could
so
see
I
me
can
now.
work and I
About
can
that.
hear you guys on there. So I want to let everyone know.
Thank you, Evan.
And I don't know if everyone knows this, but on Wednesday night, Sandy Kastel was going to be over hosting an open mic at the West Wing Cigar Lounge with a special guest, Penny Price, a comedian.
Yeah, baby.
And we're going to have Michael on swinging on the drums.
And
Chad
Evan, you're
Michael,
going to be there too.
He's gonna try.
And I will be down there.
Really, Evan? You're going to
Having a
come?
good time.
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna-
God. You're going to leave the Temple Beth Shalom to come over just to...
Yeah. My Wednesday night services, I'm leaving just to come and see
Thank
you
you,
guys.
Evan. Guess what? Johnny Stewart, he's chopping at the bit. He said, Mike, I got 67 billion singers. He said, what do you need? I didn't even think of poor Johnny over here. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You know what I mean? He said, so we're going to have a great time. Because our main thing is not only that the West Wing is one of our major sponsors, but I want to say that Evan Davis is a special friend of mine. And Sandy and I love him dearly. And in fact, Tuesday night, real quick, Ev, tell them what's happening Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, I'm squeezing in right now 125 people at the Mad Greek Cafe to see Mark Giove, who will be backed up by Ned Mills on keys and horn and Michael T on drums. It's going to be a wonderful evening. So if anyone's looking to do something Tuesday night, give me a call. I'll find you a seat somewhere in the place.
Well, I
You can
want
call
everybody.
Call me at 630-6111.
Okay, Evan, that plug just cost you $250.
And you know what? There's
you
no.
gotta find me first.
And you know what? There's no cover charge for
No
that.
cover charge.
It's just, you go, you sit down, you have a little dinner,
Well,
you
we're
enjoy
going.
the show. We're going to be
We're gonna
there.
be there, and the
yeah, and the
Grasses
Grasses are going to be there.
are coming.
Yes,
The
Diane
Grasses.
and Dr. Perry are going to be there. Yeah.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you. And
you guys
Evan,
give
Evan, I just want to say, Pascal, Elia, she was fabulous, and thank you for booking her Saturday night at the West Wing Cigar Lounge.
That was a great
And
night.
you are such a great host.
You are phenomenal,
and that's
Evan.
why we're so happy that we've teamed up together for all these events. And you have a great big mailing list, and he gets out the jazz blog every week. But it's not just jazz; it's all kinds of music.
Right.
And he's supporting the artist. And Stephanie, even when you're doing something, you're performing, you got to get it over to Evan Davis. And you can go to, what's your email address, Evan?
Evan at evandavisjazz.com.
Same with you, Penny. Just send him whenever you're doing a performance or something, send it to him, and he'll post it up there on his blog, okay? Thank you, Evan, for calling in.
Thank you,
I
Evan. We
appreciate
love
it.
you, buddy.
Thanks,
Machal Leben
guys.
to you. Some Simon Glick.
And if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show here on KLAV Monday through Friday. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
I feel so good today, Tim. I can punch you right in your nose.
How I wish that there were more.
Hi, and welcome back to the Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael.
Yes.
Wow, Penny, I want to find out, is there a place where people can go and find out about your website? You have a Facebook?
Yeah, I have a Facebook fan page. You have to go to Comedian Penny Prince, and you have to put in the comedian part. to find me.
Comedian.
Comedian Penny Prince.
Okay.
On Facebook.
And like that page.
Yes, like the page.
That's
if I
right.
get more likes, then I can travel all around the country. I don't know. The way that the comedy clubs are booked now, they go by all the likes and stuff that you have on Facebook. So Comedian Penny Prince.
And then
Like
we're
the
going to
page.
see you Wednesday. You're going to come on out and join us at the West Wing Cigar Bar. the
Yes. We're
cigar
going to
lounge.
feature him.
That'll
We're
be
going to
great.
give
We're
this
gonna
kid a
feature.
shot.
Great,
So I
great.
have a show tonight. Wednesday I'll be over at the
West Wing.
West Wing.
So on Sahara, give the
Cigar
address.
Lounge.
So on
West Wing Cigar Lounge.
On
I think
Sahara?
it's 44 or something. It's on Durango.
It's on the Sahara. It's on
It's
Durango
Durango's
and Flamingo.
South of Flamingo, right across
Across
from
from
one
the
of our sponsors,
Salvation
Salvation Army.
Army.
Yes.
And then next week I'm at the Riviera from the 23rd through the 29th.
Oh, yeah,
which room
man.
are you at there?
The Riviera Comedy Club.
Oh, cool.
With,
That's
with
great.
Oh, by the way, Sam, we got to take our sound system down there.
Oh, good. On
For
Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Okay, we'll take care of
take
that,
it.
honey. So anyway.
Oh, you find that funny,
Yeah,
Tim?
I do. So, Gracie.
I hope you get knocked out in the first round.
Give us a quick shout out for your next performer that you're going to be promoting.
Okay, I'd like to talk to you really quickly about Jerry McCambridge, the mentalist. He was the inspiration for the TV show. He's at the V Theater every night but Wednesday, 7:30 show. And he is put out a $100,000 challenge to the amazing Kreskin. So if you want to know more about that,
Wow.
hiding $100,000 in Las Vegas, go to Facebook and just go to Jerry McCambridge, MC, not MAC, or you can go to the vtheater.com.
Wow. That's
Okay,
exciting. That
great.
could use
So
100
Jerry
grand.
McCambridge on Facebook.
Yep.
And do the $100,000 challenge, right? Or
Well,
find
he
out,
has,
find
he
out
has
about
challenged Kreskin.
Challenged
We
him,
haven't
right.
gotten an answer from him yet, his
Okay,
people,
great.
but you'll see why.
Well, that's great. Thank you so much, Gracie, for being on the show today. I know we're going to have you back again with some of
Yes.
your other artists. Yes.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, and Johnny Stewart, of course, is here, and I know
Yay!
John Stewart. I just got to say, you've been a fabulous inspiration to all of us. You've had legends in concert around the world for 31 years. It's
Thank
just
you very
great.
much.
I want to thank you.
Do you want me to tell everyone about the shows you have, or you don't need that right now?
Just a quick little overview.
Okay, a quick little overview. If you call in, and we have absolutely free tickets from Planet Hollywood's country superstars, Mark Savard. We're going to talk to you about The Mentalist, and also the Beatles, and also Jeff Savilico at the Quad, the comic, and recycled percussion at the Quad, and Divas with Frank Marino at the Quad, and the LVH. We have the Three Tenors, Trent Carlini Elvis Show, and Mosaic, and then the Big Theater Rock Vault, and then the Four Queens, Mike Hammer, and the Rat Pack. And at the Westin Hotel, we just added Red Skelton.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
this is amazing.
And
Thank
these
you,
are the
Johnny.
show tickets you get if you go to the West Wing
Cigar Lounge.
and see us
That's
and
right.
have dinner
Wednesday
there,
night, yeah.
you will get 2 complimentary show tickets, which
That's
is
right.
great.
Yes.
And
yes.
that's one of the things. So, like I said, for everybody out there, for Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, do yourself a favor. Get your wife, get your family, come out and sit down and have a great time. You will have a ball, let me tell you. This is the last of the real lounge swinging acts that you can see in Las Vegas. I'll be honest with you.
Well, that's great. And, yeah, some great show tickets. And Stephanie Thompson, where can people find out about your song, Rise Above?
You can go to www.reachingyourlight.com, and the Rise Above song and the video is on there. You can see the video, and Amy is in the video with her granddaughters, so you can see Amy and her granddaughters in there. And you can reach me at www.stephaniethompsonint.com, and I also have a fan page, Stephanie Thompson INT.
So, in other words, Stephanie Thompson, Stephanie Thompson, Stephanie Thompson.
Exactly. Exactly.
She'll be there Wednesday, too.
That's
She's going to do a
right, that's
song.
right,
She's going
yes.
to come out and sing.
So Google her.
Yeah,
Yes,
Google her.
yes. And as most of the artists nowadays, usually if you just put the name in for a star, an artist, we're all celebrities here, and you just Google their name, a lot of stuff's going to come up, including images. So be careful what images you put out there. And so Amy Kardashian, and Amy, it's so good to have you here. And I know I've got to have you back on the show again, both of you girls. And so we can talk a little bit more about stepintoyourlightnow.com. That's your website.
Yes.
And also, do you also have amykardashian.com anymore?
Yeah, but it's hard to spell it, so,
Yeah, so this is easier for
yeah,
people?
easy. Well, reachingyourlight.com.
That's both.
Yeah, reachingyourlight.com. You learn about my mission, my message, my speaking, the song, and what I'm doing now to pay it forward to kids who's living in the war.
I was just going to say, and you
Yes.
have a new mission now to be international and help children around the world that need the help.
Absolutely.
So if you're just tuning in now, you're too late. So you have to come back again tomorrow morning. But you can also listen to us on Vegas On Net Radio at 10 o'clock tonight. You can also check it out midnight. We will be on KLAV again tonight, 12:30 a.m. on your dial. And we will see you tomorrow morning with a whole new crowd of people here at Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael.
I love you, and what about tomorrow? What about tomorrow with you?
Bye.